Oh, oh. Welcome
It's
to the
us.
PHNX Daily Bet Show, brought to you by the one and only DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. Bet just $1 on any NFL game this week. Get $100 in free bets if either team scores a point. Johnny, how are you doing? It's technically a Monday, but it's also a Wednesday. That was a Jacob joke, so I don't want to take that directly from him, but I thought I had to say it anyway.
That joke doesn't make any goddamn sense. I don't. It's Monday because it's a Monday. I'm feeling pretty good. I hit on several of my bets, including my lock of the week on Friday. So I hope, America, you took notice from some of my spooky bets, specifically on a couple games that a lot of people, let's just be honest, were afraid to touch, but
Yeah.
not me because I'm a true professional. All but the Jets covered my bets on Friday, and I it serves me right. I'll never bet on the Jets again. But how about Houston? I told you Houston was
Yeah.
going to play New
Well,
England
let's
close.
pull up your
Yeah,
slate of the
let's get it
first
going.
your picks for the Johnny's picks. Yeah, there you go. Sunday scaries. Steelers -1.
Ooh, that
Jets
was
+3.
easy. Called that
Houston
from a mile
+9.
away. Yep. The Jets screwed around in the fourth quarter. Otherwise, I think that would have been a 3 for 3 for your boy. And then my lock of the week, of course, DraftKings lock of the week, Johnny Jackpot, Titans -4.5. I said it on our bet show last Friday. I said it on our tailgate show Sunday morning with myself, you, and Saul, that if I could have taken a second mortgage on my home and betted on the Tennessee Titans, I would have, because I was that confident that old Urban Meyer could not get it done, especially defensively.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling so good about yourself. We'll pull up my picks from Sunday as well. My scaries.
Let's lather them.
Cardinals, bango. Chargers, bango. Push, but bango nonetheless. Packers
Push is not a bango.
got them at 2.5. They were 3 when I picked this, so I'll give myself 2 pushes. So we'll go 1 for 1 on that. And then you can pull up the def and lock and then take it off the screen. The Panthers.
No. Let's get that back
All
up
right,
there.
keep that up there.
Come on, look at that. Panthers lost.
Can you let me talk, Mr. Venerable?
Well.
The Panthers
absolutely nothing.
Holy shit! I'm gonna kill you. The Panthers absolutely threw this fucking game away. They stopped. They completely stalled Jalen Hurts in that offense for the first 3 quarters, and then they just decided to stop playing football. They couldn't get anything going.
Somebody's bet hit that was a lock of the week, and somebody's was a terrible, unmitigated disaster.
Every single week we do this show, you get more and more aggressive toward me. And I don't know if it's something I'm saying or you're just starting to not like my presence, but it's starting to hurt my feelings, Johnny.
I'm sorry. You know what? I'll watch my tone.
And then we'll get.
I just had to highlight that I dominated you.
Yeah, you did dominate. We'll get our props up. Johnny, what were your props from this last week?
Let's get them on the screen. Alvin Kamara first TD +500. That didn't work out. My props were bad. Let's face it. I went over 3 on my props. Those are just nuggets. Those are big time nuggets that, the spread on them are huge. Chase Edmonds, poor guy, can't get in the end zone. James Conner has 5 touchdowns in 3 games. Chase Edmonds has none on the season. And then Kyler Murray didn't eclipse those passing yards because the San Francisco 49er defense played really well yesterday. So I went over 3 on my props. Nobody cares about that, though.
All right, well, pull up my props. I should have gone 2 for 2, but Taysom Hill got absolutely rocked and was out with a concussion. Jalen Hurts was stalled on the rushing game. So I beat you there, huh? Is that okay to say, or is that going to hurt your feelings?
No one cares about those props.
All right. Well, we know people care about. It's Monday Night Football, and they care about betting on it. And if you want to get in on the action, you can download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Sign up using that code PHNX. Get your $100 in free bets if either team scores 1 point in an NFL game that you bet on this week. Last 0-0 tie was in 1943. So I'd say it's pretty much a no-brainer. The same game parlays are where you're gonna get your best odds for especially this game tonight. If you're an anti-Carson Wentz guy like myself, you can bet on him to throw interceptions, under passing yards, blah, blah, blah. It's safe, it's secure, it's reliable. You can withdraw and deposit money whenever you want, or if you're just Johnny, you can just deposit money whenever you want, because let's be honest, you're not withdrawing anything at this point. It's the official sports betting partner of the NFL. 21 plus, Arizona only. Gambling problem, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. New customers only. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Johnny, I'm sorry about that low blow. I just had to get it in there.
People know, based on what I did this weekend, where my priorities are, and that is with earning the money every week with my elite picks, and then you're just kind of the token, stash guy that just throws out.
Johnny, I was on fire last week, and you were terrible. We'll have
No
you
one
know.
remembers that. No one watched those shows.
There people are watching now.
They are.
Okay.
Our fan base has quadrupled.
All right. Well, what do you think about my stuff up here? Do you think I need to manscape a little bit, or?
Yeah, it looks awful. I think I think you could use some help. I don't think it's a blank canvas by any means, but a canvas nonetheless that could use the assistance of one manscaped.com. And by the way, Shano, if you use the promo code PHNX, you're going to get 20% off site-wide. You might need what's called the Lawnmower 4.0.
Oh, I have it.
Oh, okay. Well, have you put batteries in it yet? Because it doesn't look like it. You want to be tailored up, ready for our shows, maybe a night in Old Scottsdale, Old Town, trying to finagle your way into, I don't even know where I'm going with that, but just looking presentable when you're meeting some co-eds, perhaps some older ladies down in Old Town, and you want to be tailored up with Manscaped. You also might want to combine the lawnmower with some of that body wash, the body gel that they've got going on, multiple scents, right? Fantastic. Keep you in good spirits. It's not as hot now in Arizona, so you're not sweating as profusely as you were when I met you a couple months ago. But still, when you've got the wash going, it kind of masks a lot of those natural scents that you give off. Either way, with manscaped.com, promo code PHNX, you're going to get free shipping. You're going to get 20% off. You're going to be good to go. Use Shano as a prime example of where you are now and where you could be on the screen to your right with myself, as I've been using Manscaped regularly for a while.
Wow, I think I look pretty good. I was actually in Old Town on Saturday, and nobody asked me if I was 30. So there's something. All right, well, use that promo code PHNX, get 20% off free shipping at manscaped.com. Yeah, Manscaped. I'm not gonna digress any further because Johnny really hit that home and made me rethink my entire life strategy. So let's go to Monday Night Football.
Let's do it.
These are our picks. Colts +7. Psych. I got the Ravens, baby. You versus me. We're doing it again. Give me the Ravens -7. I just think it's in Baltimore. The Ravens are a better team. Carson Wentz smells terrible.
How dare you, Leah, producer Leah, do that to me? No, I mean, I like going head-to-head with you. I don't want ever to have the same picks. Sometimes when I see that your picks mirror mine, I try to talk myself out of them. Thankfully, I don't have to do that today. I think the Colts, with Wentz coming off their lone victory, I think they get Baltimore at the right time. Baltimore's been playing kind of with house money for a little bit. Should have lost, I would argue, to Detroit 2 weeks ago. Indianapolis's defense, while in my opinion a little bit overrated to start the season, still incredibly physical. And I think they get physical with Lamar Jackson tonight. Wentz plays turnover-free football. The back seven for Baltimore, not very good. This is, to me, a team that's probably played a little bit over their head. They lost week 1, and then they went on to beat Kansas City and a couple other quality teams. And people are like, oh, are the Ravens back? I think this is a game where, I don't know if the Colts are going to win outright, but 7 points is a lot of points for a team that's coached by Frank Reich.
Yeah, I liked it at 6.5 for the Ravens before. This was kind of just a toss-up for me in general. So that's why I'm going against you, because of it being a weird game. The number's set perfectly, I think. I don't really know what's going to happen in this game. I think this Baltimore defense has started playing a lot better. There's no, obviously, the loss of Matthew Judon to the Patriots, but now Patrick Queen has stepped up and kind of filled that role. He's playing a lot better. And their secondary is waking up a little bit, but it's the same with the Colts. I mean, their defense should have been a lot better at the start of the year, and they've kind of gotten back into the groove of things. But at the end of the day, for me, it's Carson Wentz and Lamar Jackson. One's a good quarterback, and the other has 2 sprained ankles and is a laughing stock.
He's been icing him. He's been in the tub. He's been in the therapy room.
Let's get to the props. Johnny, we'll go with you first.
Yeah, the best receiver in football that I think no one talks about is Hollywood Brown.
He's so underrated this year.
To this season, he is underrated. He was banged up each of his first 2 seasons out of Oklahoma. Fun fact: he's best friends with Cardinal quarterback Kyler Murray, and I always envisioned him eventually coming to Arizona. Not now. It looks like he's going to be a staple in Baltimore for years to come. You can get him at plus 850 as the first touchdown tonight. While I think that Colts are going to cover, I wouldn't mind seeing a Hollywood Brown TD to open up the game. And then I think Wentz, either in garbage time or late in this game, easily surpasses 227 passing yards. Again, I know it was against Miami, but he looked good against Miami. He eclipsed that total. He didn't turn the ball over. I think they're going to get back to running the football with Jonathan Taylor, letting Carson Wentz work off of play action. The offensive line is getting healthier now. Just limit Carson's mistakes, be more methodical. Doesn't have to throw up 400, 450 yards of total offense, but efficiency is key. It's what the team got last year from Phillip Rivers. And I think in this division, especially with a win tonight, anything's possible for Indianapolis.
Limiting Carson Wentz is not his mistakes is like trying to keep a baby to stop eating with his hands. I mean, it's not possible, Johnny.
Maybe the worst analogy I've ever heard.
Over 227, I think is a number right around there. And I think you're right about the garbage time. I think we're going to see a lot of running from the Colts in this game, though. So that one does scare me a little bit, but we'll see where that ends up. So to my props, this is a weekly special you can get on DraftKings right now. It's Lamar Jackson and Jonathan Taylor combining for over 1.5 rushing touchdowns. It's plus 125. I think that's so easy. I think Jonathan Taylor is going to touch the ball so much tonight. Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jackson. He almost always scores on the ground. And then Le'Veon Bell, I expect to see him a lot more tonight. Anytime touchdown is plus 290. So give me that. With you don't really know what's going on in that Ravens backfield. So I like Le'Veon Bell to score anytime tonight at plus 290. Johnny, anything else you want to say about this game? And but don't say anything about me, because usually when I say closing thoughts, you just come and attack me. I'm talking about the game.
I'm gonna get HR called on me. No, to me it's a game between two, mid-tier teams in the AFC that are certainly not contenders, but are better probably than they've showed, specifically Indianapolis. I think these teams will end up right around the same mark at the end of the season. 9 wins, probably 8 to 9 wins, fringe playoff teams. I still don't think Baltimore has the legs to stick with Cleveland long-term this season in that division. Again, played over their heads. The class in the AFC right now is clearly defined. It's this Los Angeles Chargers with Justin Herbert and in the Buffalo Bills with Josh Allen. I don't think either one of these teams are at that level, but, so many teams get into the postseason, especially on each side of the conference with 7 teams. So these are wild card teams to me. No more, no less.
Yeah. I think this is a make or break game for Indy if they don't come out and play tonight. And I think it's going to be tough sledding for them the rest of the way. But I agree with you. I think both these teams are middle of the road. I wish I could expect a little more from the Ravens, but I just can't get myself to do that. That's why I'm taking them -7. I'm probably just going to take the money line, but I'm just going to go against you at -7.
Right. Yeah. You have to go. They have to win by more than 7.
Yeah. I understand how betting works, Johnny.
Get it.
Anything from Go PHNX recently, Johnny, that you liked?
Of course. There's always, especially on Monday mornings, you get my primed article of the week, which is not even a thing. I put multiple articles out every week for you, America, but put an article out last night, early this morning, the Arizona Cardinals talking about answering the physicality bell in their big division win over the San Francisco 49ers, talking about the investments that the team has made up front, specifically defensively with JJ Watt and company, certainly served them well in that, not upset win. Certainly they were favored, but I mean, you talk about where these two teams were about 6 weeks ago to where they are now, and life comes pretty fast in the NFL. The Cardinals are rolling at 5-0 for the first time since 1974. San Francisco enters their bye week 2-3, 0-2 in the NFC West, and has a complete and utter project in Trey Lance at quarterback. Trey Lance had an opportunity to see it firsthand yesterday. Good-looking athlete, but it's an athlete playing quarterback. It's not a quarterback right now. He's not Cam Newton. He's not Deshaun Watson as a rookie. And the arrogance of that San Francisco team, I put it out there on Twitter, I put it in the article, to feel like they can rebuild their quarterback room on the fly while contending for a Super Bowl. They had self-anointed Super Bowl aspirations, and then they traded away 3 first-round picks for this kid. That's a team that's got 6 wins written all over them. Hey, and look out, Cliff Kingsbury with the victory. He's 500 in his young NFL career as a head coach.
Yeah, I see you tweeting the updates every week. I love it. So if you want to read any more of Johnny's stuff, Head over to gophnx.com, get that membership. You can try your first month for just 50 cents, or you get an annual membership for $60, and you get a free t-shirt with that. Also, all 20% off all PHNX styled merch at or the PHNX Locker if you're a member. So go ahead and become a member. Johnny's stuff is really good, but as a person, he's really bad and really mean. So that's all from the PHNX Daily Bet Show. We'll be back tomorrow at 12 to recap. Johnny, anything to say to the people before we get out of here?
Shane, I love you like a brother.
Oh, come on,
but I will dominate you tonight. You will lose.
All right, pause phrasing. Anyway, see you guys. Peace.